Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at the market as we're seeing a bit of pump, exactly as expected. Last night we were doing a live stream, and on that live stream it was very productive actually. There was a good half of the altcoins we were recognizing being sitting at supports, like major supports that could be something that we'd look back on in weeks and months to come and go, wow, I wish I could have bought there. Making it feel like an appropriate place to at least begin a dollar cost average. Not for immediate gratification, I know we're seeing some moves today, but later on down the line, I think that these altcoins, for a lot of the altcoins, not all of them, some of them look pretty awful, are reasonable. So we're going to talk about one of my dollar cost averages. There's two of them here, so there was two that I bought the dip from, and they more or less revisited that area that I bought the dip at. One which is VeChain, the other one which is ICP, and there's reasons for buying both of them where I did. So I can't remember exactly when, but I'm pretty sure I did this around here. The first time we came down to retouch this 200 exponential. Now we went up for a little bit, very exciting, back down again, very depressing. Not really. When you're doing a hodl, the whole point of hodl is hold on for dear life. That's it, a hodl. So you buy and then you wait. Now this was what I can, as far as I can tell, a move down to a 200 exponential. It's a golden cross retest, the first time it's happened since the golden cross, way back over here. Normally what you'd see would be a V-shaped recovery. So if ICP is going to move, it should move sooner rather than later. So it is a hodl, but it's also, I suppose, it could end up being a short-term trade that moves us up to into the 20s, really. But VeChain's different. We have a similar setup, but this one's on a weekly. So this is way more of a hodl, because a setup like this with golden crosses on weeklies, at least on the exponentials, giving us a major support at 3.2 cents, which I made a video on this probably a couple of months ago saying I'm waiting for 3.2 cents. I'm waiting for it. And I front ran I front ran the target by a little bit, because the market would appeared to want to start bouncing. So I wanted to get in there with my first dollar cost average. Again, if it goes down further, I will buy more. That's the point of it. And then you zoom out on the target and you see that actually if this starts to run, the first major target is going to be 8 cents. Next major target is going to be 14 cents. Obviously the top targets based on this chart when it comes to a reversal is around 25 cents. But it could be a lot more than that, because based around what we're seeing here, this is a trend that's already gone up 100% and wants to continue with that. Because we've got pump signals, we've got trends, we've got divergences of moving averages, which is all looking quite good. And the money flow index is comfortably on the weekly sat down here at 29. So if this really does start to turn up, this has got way higher to go before it gets overheated. This could be a really good hodl. This is why I made the video on it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that this is going to work out instantly. This is a weekly time frame. We've still got a 200 simple moving average all the way up here around about 4.8 cents. That needs to break and that needs to become the bottom. As in, like, that has to be the lowest moving average on the chart, not the highest. Just to emphasize the fact that this is a long-term position. This is a hodl. This is something that I'm looking way further out to see the top targets. The fact that the charts are upside down was this 200 simple moving average needs to be all the way below us. If you check the way that the Bitcoin looks, the 200 simple moving average is the lowest thing on the chart. Not the highest, the lowest. Just to put it to you that, you know, the point I'm trying to make is that we are sort of, I suppose, when it comes to VeChain, similar to around about here for where Bitcoin was, you know, as far as chart relationship to moving averages on the chart is concerned. That's where we need to break from. We retest it, and then we go up and 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 up. So that's what we're looking for, VeChain and ICP also. It's just a quick video, but like I say, if you join the Patreon, you get the chance to look at all these charts with me twice a week. The next one will be Friday. Last night's stream, I feel, was quite positive. Not for what I would say we're going to become millionaires instantly, but there was quite a lot of charts, altcoin charts, that were sitting at daily supports and 4-hourly supports, some even weekly supports. And with that comes opportunity. Whether the Patreons took the opportunity is different, but they were presented and we saw them and they existed, and there's power in numbers. And just to emphasize the power, if we look over here at Ethereum sitting on the 10 exponential, which is pretty sweet, and obviously the weekly is still pretty good, lots of room to run. Ethereum being the main altcoin that influences the dominance chart. The dominance chart is bullish, by the way, so we should expect the dominance chart to continue up, but that doesn't necessarily mean that all altcoins are going to go down. This is why watching that Patreon, or doing the Patreon last night, some altcoins were best left alone. Some altcoins were worth taking a shot at. Right, I'm just going to leave with you there. There's not much more to say on this morning's video. I think any allocation that was done last night has probably already been rewarded, and we'll just judge this bit by bit by bit as we approach the major resistance for Bitcoin, which is it's this 71,500, where we found all these resistances and the big one recently. This is where we're waiting to see if we have the power to break, and if we take ourselves to the 12-hourly, we see pump signal just been generated as well at that resistance. So I'd be looking for it to break out from there, to be honest with you. Same thing over here, pump signal on the 4-hourly was generated last night as well. So I actually think we're going to break out from here. What that does to altcoins, I don't really know. But for Bitcoin, it should break out. That means probably a new all-time high. Could even be today. Right, thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Good luck trading. Don't take too much risk. And yeah, take it easy.